what's up? I love roller coaster rides.
Crystal, on the other hand, hates roller coaster rides.
But my goal this day was to get on the Superman. And so I asked her one last time. She takes a deep breath and she's like, fine. So boom, we go throughout this ride. We come back down. As I'm catching my breath, catching my heart and putting that back in my chest, I looked over at Crystal and she looked over at me and she said, let's do it again. Crazy, right? Give her a round of applause. Come on now.
I just witnessed the best assembly I've ever seen in 33 years.
It's like the most engaged I've ever seen my kids.
10 out of 10 recommend.
I love telling that story because it reminds me of people who may be going to these theme parks, AKA parties. And much like Crystal, they may be making a healthy decision for themselves. Not to drink, not to smoke, not to vape, not to do anything like that. Just because we might get on and off that ride what seems to be safe doesn't mean that the risk ain't there. Now here's the thing, I'm not here to tell y'all what to do. That is not my style. As a matter of fact, that ain't none of my business. What I am here to do is share with you about how you can be, do, and have more in your life. Everybody say more.
I think it was a great in-between of like serious talk while also keeping it fun and engaging.
It was Christmas break, I was 12 years old, and one of my family members offered me to drink with them. And since nothing crazy seemed to happen, what happened instead is I felt a little bit more comfortable. That comfort, I mentioned it for a huge reason, because he can either work for you or against you, and it really just depends. What is it that you are building comfort within? Something I wish I knew then. Anyone who begins drinking before the age of 15 years old, they're 5 times more likely to struggle with alcoholism. What does that say about the choices that you make during your teenage years?
The way he talked made everybody comfortable and made us all listen.
How many of you feel like you have at least one trusted adult that you can talk to when the going gets rough? Let's go.
There's so many things that we can be, do, and have, but we have to have the right relationships, and not only that, be willing to have the right conversations.
Y'all got some people that are in your life that love you, that care about you. Some of those people are in this room right now. If you don't feel like you have a trusted adult in your corner, by the end of today, identify at least one.
I made the opposite decision growing up, and that led me into some of the worst moments that I've ever experienced.
It's not a bunch of like scary stories, it's a bunch of like realistic scenarios that these kids could actually find themselves in and have found themselves in.
I started taking a shortcut instead of building up a skill set. A skill set like speaking up about what I was going through.
The real life stories we heard today, this is a life-changing event for kids and even teachers.
I was struggling, y'all, because of those shortcuts that continued to take. I was struggling with addiction. Something bad ended up happening.
A to-the-heart, real-world experience of really overcoming.
I knew I needed to do something different.
And made a path for himself to turn things around.
Everybody say be. You gotta be intentional. Not all rides are the drinking and smoking and doing things like that. There's rides that are awesome to get on, like going to college, like playing a sport, like going and taking a trip with your friends.
It showed them no matter which path that they may have been given in life or seen in life or what they've been confronted with, they could do something positive with it.
I want you to know you still have breath in your lungs. Is it possible to get over an addiction? Absolutely. Is it easy? No way. With support and with effort, you get to have the life that you want.